Hey guys, welcome back. It's Marcel. For today's video, we're going to be talking about interesting stuff here with me and this amazing person that I have today. As always, thank you so much for your time and tuning in for today's video. Hey, what's your name?
Paul.
Nice to meet you, Paul. I'm just going to ask you a few questions for today. Is that alright?
Yeah, no worries.
Well, the first question of the day is, do you have a highlight of the day or the week?
Highlight of the day of the week. Well, let's say I do support work for my day-to-day job. So therefore, I help people in need. So every day is a highlight of my day. So that, like my job is my highlight. Yeah.
Thank you. How has technology improved your daily life?
Well, I rely on it. I rely on it every day. I use technology to work. With the clients, I communicate them through a phone application that I use. Simple ways of connecting to relatives, my loved ones. Technology is probably the main thing I rely on every day. If I were to say, if I rely on anything, it's definitely how technology is used in today's society.
Thank you. Do you think society relies too much on technology nowadays?
Oh, for sure. I mean, what's not technological these days? You know what I mean? Like the microphone that you're using, the camera that's being used to film this. I reckon technology is very, very relied on to a day-to-day basis. Yes.
Thank you. Technology that you could not live without.
My phone. My phone. I'm constantly on it. It's like the central existence of, if I say, personally for me, I rely on my phone a lot. If anything, if you want to say comforting wise, being so hot on the air conditioning. But yeah, definitely my phone. If anything really advanced that keeps evolving would be phone technology, mobile technology. Yeah.
Thank you. Do you think technology has changed the way we communicate in our day-to-day basis?
I feel like technology has helped society to keep in contact with people across the world, of course. You got applications, you got Messenger, if to say to name a few things. You don't need to be in the same country to keep in touch with your best friends anymore. You can video call people, if not so with friends and companions, like job networking. It's been so helpful in working away. You could run a company and you could have employees across the country, and being able to communicate with social network apps that are related to work, like Zoom, Teams, all that type of stuff. I reckon technology has made, obviously, working in business very, very, how would you say, fluid, Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Negative effects of technology and its use.
I guess, obviously, probably you hear how certain social media apps, I'm not going to name some, but obviously I think we're all aware that they have put in bans in place for teenagers, especially, youths who use these applications, obviously more so for their safety. There's also, there was a bit of controversy on the very popular app that, was on the verge of shutting down. That was more politics. So and when people found out about that, it caused a massive stir. I probably don't need to mention, but we all know probably what that application is. Just with certain, just with safety, it's more so. Technology can be very safe or very unsafe, depending in what context you use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that sense, I think our youth is more at danger with technology, because obviously they're not well aware how to use it. Obviously, they need the proper guidance, but when you give technology to the wrong hands, it's going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Say the word love. What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Family. You know, you know, when I hear the word love, I think about my loved ones. So my family definitely. You know, they're always going to be a group. They're going to be people you're going to put first. You know, family's everything. No matter if you don't see them every day, talk to every day. When you think of love, you're always going to remember the love that you have for your family. I'm more so. I'm like very emotionally involved when it comes to love. You know, so it's more of an emotional thing for me. Um, they're like, you know, obviously other people have different interpretations, but when I hear the word love, I think of family, and that's it.
Thank you. How do you think technology will shape the future?
Oh, it's already shaping it now. If not so, I don't know how much more it can really do for us. You know, it's everything constantly evolving. You know, like I said, like this microphone is probably gonna get smaller. You probably can just wear like a thumb wrist or something like a thumb glove that has a microphone on it. You know, everything's becoming way more evolved where it's becoming very inconspicuous now. Obviously, with the introduction of certain AIs, if you're very familiar with that, it's very scary how fast that develops. You know what I mean? Say, for instance, like people that go through university, you know, that have essays. Well, a lot of them turn to AIs to generate most of the essays, and it's become so smart that it gets overlooked all the time. So if you say how technology is going to evolve, it's going to make people that aren't smart look smart. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's definitely gonna be more relied on, way more, especially with, you know, introductions of electric vehicles, all these laws that are coming in. Certain amount of time where it gets too much, they're gonna have to put like a safeguard around it. You know? Yeah.
Do you believe the benefits of technology outweigh the drawbacks?
Look, I'm gonna be transparent in this and say yes. Not so positively right that what I believe in is just because I rely on it so much. You know what I mean? You know, if we don't have it, we can't communicate with our loved ones. We can't communicate with our friends. We can't communicate with our work colleagues. You know, then, you know, you won't be able to do anything. You know, like we rely on technology to do most of our daily requirements. You know, like, you know, you doing this interview, coming to see me, getting me on camera, like that's, you know, you're using a piece of technology to do that. You know what I mean? I think it's a very it does definitely outweigh in a better way than, you know, it's more good than bad. Yeah.
Thank you.
okay.
How do you think technology has reshaped our sense of privacy and personal boundaries in modern society?
It hasn't. I'm just gonna say it hasn't really. You agree to terms and conditions, and you kind of give whoever looks through our social media the okay to look through our privacy. I reckon, you know, if you want to be private, you wouldn't have these applications. You know what I mean? Especially social media. You have, you know, it's very unsafe. But you know, it's something that you can't really think about because everyone uses it. Therefore, you're gonna have to have that in the back of your mind that no matter what you do on these platforms, there's always someone watching you. You know, that's what I believe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and therefore, I don't think it's really safe at all. But you know, when the majority of people use it, you know, you're gonna have to ignore that fact. Yeah.
Thank you. In what ways do you think technology is influencing human creativity, enhancing it, or making us more dependent on tools and devices?
So, you're saying people are more dependent on it in?
No, like how? Like, do you think people have grown more
Oh
dependent
yeah,
on it,
yeah,
or
100%. It's now we have a career. You know, obviously, you know, an influencer. You know, like you're gonna put in your resume and you try to, you know, you stop influencing. You're gonna go to a job application and they read you. Oh, I used to be an influencer. You know what I mean? Like that there's no that really back then it wasn't really a job title.
yeah,
But obviously this is how people now make an income. Which is good on them. People have a talent. And I guess that is a way, you find yourself a people's person. Obviously that's what makes them an influencer. They have that aura about them that can help people with, purchasing certain business items, products, lifestyles. But I think, a lot of people have, really become dependent on it. But business is business. People are going to make a living no matter what you got to do, You got to respect the hustle,
Yeah.
Well, however that may come. But technology has definitely helped in that department.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
No worries, myself.
Yeah. As always, guys, thank you so much for your time and tuning in for today's video. Please like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content like this. Peace.